so cute.
Yeah.
We are trying on and styling for launch 2 shoot, which is tomorrow.
I know. Time flew
So
by.
exciting.
Esther, can you take a photo, please?
Yeah. The back
We'll
is
get
really
you right
cute.
here, Weylie. Are you excited, Luke?
I'm beyond excited. I value womanhood.
So anytime we have 2 images, like 2 frontal images of looks, just print them out. Yeah, I love that. I think you definitely need hoops. Definitely need hoops.
Makes it look like I have a butt. You do look at that butt.
I almost think that we should get those shoes.
So this is how we coordinate our outfits.
Yeah,
We style
for the
each
shoot.
one. We take photos of them on the iPhone. Print them. Look at it.
Wow, you look really pretty here.
Good job, Esther.
I think this is really nice.
This is where Robin does her magic.
This
It's
is.
about visuals, people.
Let's put this in the maybe,
Okay.
just because this is stronger in my opinion.
I agree.
Right?
Take 1. Great.
Give me a second.
Do it again. Take 50.
Not yet.
Is this how we're presenting?
Yeah. Hey everyone, my name is Chris. I am the creative director of branding and content for Womn, and today we are going to go over the concept and mood boards that we created for release 1.2. Going into winter and the holiday season, we didn't want to be overly holiday cheerful. One thing that we really want to kind of base this entire release around is kind of like inner beauty. Because just because it's winter, just because it's cold, it doesn't mean that women shouldn't feel beautiful. Even though you see in this overall mood board, it's a lot of dark tones, that's to more reflect like the season. You also see things like geodes and ikebana. We're using those things to show that a rock might look like a rock from the outside, but if you break it open, it's like this beautiful geode with these beautiful crystals.
This is a good one too. Like,
Yeah.
These are some great examples.
And as far as like ikebana goes, it's like ikebana floral arrangements. It's not about packing in as many flowers as you can. It's kind of using the natural flow and bend of the flowers to create more of like an abstract presentation that takes up space, and it all just depends on the flowers that you use. When it comes to the still life stuff, these are all really abstract because it's just like a big square of fabric. So a lot of the styles from 1.2 have design details that emphasize volume in the style, whether that's like the sleeve and the Ava top or in the skirts or the pants. Showcase that volume, but in like a really cool looking way. All of these things kind of combined, it's gonna be a really cool shoot.
It's nice because it feels different than the first launch.
Totally.
Texturally, conceptually, and even the types of props that we're using.
Mhm.
You know, for the first launch we used dry, what was it? Like dry
A lot of
wheat,
dried flowers.
dried flowers, neutral grounded tones, and for this season, for this capsule collection, it's really nice that we get to feel a bit of the richness from the colors and also different type of upholstery textures. Like this is more of your velvety, kind of more of like a semi-sateen finish. So it feels like somewhat holiday spirits, but not overly like...
Overly cheery or overly
Yeah,
campy.
it's still moody. So what do you girls think about this?
We love it.
I'm so excited.
Yep.
It's gonna be a nice switch. The girls behind the scenes.
For once.
It is a family-owned business.
Good morning. Today is day 1 of our Womn shoot for launch 1.2. We're just setting up right now, and I'm about to retouch my makeup.
Look how big these hoops are. The bigger the hoop, the bigger the hoe.
Oh, it's been a morning.
The girl cried and everything.
I volunteered Weylie to wear the bodysuit for the PDP because she got the model body, okay? This is my Beyonce outfit.
Oh yeah, we have it. We have it.
Gotta go.
Leo has the honor to be shot by Carmen. Day one of the shoot was very successful. We left around 6 p.m., so it's been a whole day. I just think that it's been like very stressful for everyone. I'm definitely realizing how intense and hard it is to start a business, and as a new entrepreneur, I'm learning a lot of things, but I'm extremely grateful for this opportunity, and I know that I want to put in the hours and I want to be really hands-on, and I know Weylie does too, so every little hiccup that happens is a learning curve, and we're just really excited to be doing this. I can't believe we're already coming out with Womn 1.2. This collection is going to be so amazing, and it's only going to get better, which is the crazy part. I just ordered some food, some Korean food. We're gonna have some dinner and then call it a night because we have to be up very early tomorrow. I'm gonna get up at 7 just to situate the dogs, feed them. Tomorrow will be the final day for Weylie and I, and then Friday, Chris is just going to be shooting more lifestyle images, detail shots of the pieces. Him and his wife Carmen, who is incredible. So yeah, that is my recap of day one, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Good morning. Day 2 of the shoot has begun. What's going on over here? Ikubana?
Yeah.
Is she the artist today?
Going live.
I think it should be in the front, but maybe
This is
take
in
the
Robin's
leaves off,
jeans
right?
because my mom did this.
No,
Jetter.
do you see her bowl? Krista.
Krista, you're so talented.
So good. Thank you.
Chris is the leaf picker.
Someone's gotta do it. Leaves don't pick themselves.
I'm the chip eater.
Yeah, you're useless.
That shows off the
Chris!
How old lady dances at a holiday party? Alright, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
High five myself.
Seriously?
Gotta get almonds in the middle of this.
Like,
Get almonds.
what are some misconceptions about starting a business?
It's all encompassing. So, you know, you're constantly finding new problems and new challenges as you uncover what your business is about. I think it's been a real interesting process for us collaborating with you guys to build a Womn. You know, for us, we've really been bootstrapping the company from the ground up, and we've been using everyone's skill set around the table to really bring high quality work and high quality results to the company and to what we're doing. And, you know, there's always room for improvement.
A misconception about starting a business is having and knowing all the answers. And for us, you know, we bring different skill sets to the table and we collaborate and work very well. We're a very strong team, but we're learning as we go. And so throughout this process, especially for Launch One, we've had some hiccups along the way, but we've been aware of everything and meeting constantly on how to improve all the areas that, you know, need improvement. So
I mean, it's interesting because there's definitely like objective ways of measuring businesses from one industry to the next, but like even if you have experience in something, businesses are circumstantial.
it's so true.
You know, so for us, it's always, you know, we have so much talent between the people who founded this brand. It's hard to remember that none of us have done this before. You know, none of us have been entrepreneurs before, and that's a totally different skill set and a totally different experience from learning a trade, learning a craft, learning about an industry, learning how to execute it. It's just, you learn as you go, and especially when you are bootstrapping things and you don't have all the financial resources to make mistakes, and you don't have, you know, such a large team to execute, and you are feeling overworked and stressed sometimes. It's hard to plan for the future and execute for the present and, you know, keep the pieces together. And I think that's one thing that, you know, we're lucky that we have this team because we're able to do it with the people who are sitting around the table. And that's what makes this exciting. That's what makes this exhilarating. People don't realize, and I think we often don't realize, how all-encompassing it is. And, you know, we're really, really excited for the future. I think all of us have really enjoyed watching the response to the first launch of Womn, learning from that, understanding how we can, you know, then move on and make launches 2 and 3 and 4 even better and incorporate even more products that are higher quality, better design, more exciting for us, for the customers. I mean, you know, I wish I could wear the product.
We wanted to go into this and address a few things that have happened from Launch One and share these lessons that we've learned with you guys.
Yeah, of course. So I think one of the big parts of the process is when you're starting a company or launching a brand like this, you really have to trust a lot of people that are outside of your organization. So you have like things that third parties, that other people that aren't in the office every single day or that you don't communicate with every single day, that you're relying on them to get things done on a timely manner, how you want it to be done, when you want it to be done. So I think that was a big learning from Launch One for me, and I think from everyone is as much control as we can get and we can have in our hands. We want to make that happen. And so I think from a customer service perspective, from, you know, emails, from returns, from fulfillment, from shipping and returns, those type of things, like we want to bring that all in-house. And so we've made a step in a direction as a company to really gain all the control we can. And I think that's the first step right there, is controlling what we can really control.
Yeah, I think, you know, running a business is a lot like being in a band. And I think that...
Who's the lead singer in this band? Just kidding.
Obviously. Although Sophie thinks she is. You know, you could get the 4 best musicians in the world, and they can be really good at what they do, but if they don't practice the music together, it's not going to sound good. You know, that's really what Tyler's referring to, is in order to run our business, we've partnered with an outside, you know, 3PL center to ship all of our products. So the 3PL center, third-party logistics center, ships everything that, you know, everything that's ordered on our website out to individual customers. You know, although they're good at what they do, we had a hard time integrating them into our process as it relates to customer service, and we felt very out of control not owning the inventory in-house. One frustrating thing I think for our team that we saw was a lot of outreach through our social channels and through our, hello@womn.co email about people who are frustrated about incorrect items being shipped or, returns not being refunded on time. And, for us, one of the biggest and most important things is that our customers are happy. I mean, that's like one of
It's the lifeblood.
that's the lifeblood of the company, but it's also like Womn is about a community. It's about transparency in its product and in its message. And, I think it's really important for us to maintain integrity in the work that we do and to provide a really strong service and product to our customers. And we felt like we were lacking there. And so one major transition that we have moving into launch 2 is that we have taken all of our inventory out of the fulfillment center and we basically built our own. We've onboarded people to manage it in-house, as well as, Tyler, who at this point is a fulfillment expert. But that way, I mean, I think we can really build much more synergy around our customer service, our fulfillment process, mitigate a lot of the mistakes that we saw dealing with an outside party, and hopefully build a stronger service for our customers.
So going into launch 1, for us, we faced certain hiccups, and one of them was transitioning factories or switching factories. We started developing and producing with one factory, but midway through production, we wanted to strive for improving quality. We collectively decided as a team that we would transition and switch to another factory. And so in efforts to improve the fit and sizing, sewing construction issues, we have now set up a stronger supply chain going into launch 2, and we're all very excited about that. We're very excited about the factories that we've partnered with. We feel that they're very strong and that we're only going to continue to strive for the best of the best products for you guys in hopes that you guys will continue to support us and watch our growth.
I get in early, of course.
You wake up.
I wake
You
up.
go on a huge run.
I spend a lot of time looking at budgets and timelines. Tyler helps me create these budgets. And it helps us stay on track with everything that we need to do, from design to development to content generation to production to eventually launching, along with, putting out fires, as Robin would say. And getting
snacking in between.
And getting shit done.
What do I do at work? I come in, I make tea, and then I meet with Luke for seems like a long time, and we go over the next launch and the styles that I've sketched and designed, and I work very closely with Esther, who is my assistant, running to and from factories, fittings, and also putting out fires.
Basically anything that has to do with the financials or the data of the company, help the company understand from a financial perspective, from a data perspective, what's going on with the company. So Luke and I meet on budgets and performances of the first launch, basically daily, how we're trending towards sales, or how we're doing as functioning as the business. So from budgets to managing that to timelines, Luke and I kind of handle that side of the house.
But we like to meet together, the three of us. Chris isn't in this video, but he's also a fourth member of
The tribe.
We're here Monday through Friday working long hours until wee hours of the night, and we're constantly looping each other in, and that's what's beautiful about having a small yet growing team, is that we all wear multiple hats, but we all have specific skill sets that we bring to the table. And all in all, it's been crazy. It's been very crazy. You guys probably don't see any of the crazy behind the scenes. They show you guys like the snack competition, and it seems like so much fun in the office, which it is, but there's a lot of grueling hours that's put into not just starting a business, but mostly and mainly to sustain and grow a business.
What's one piece of advice you can give to a new entrepreneur?
Don't sweat the small stuff, because getting hung up about something for a long period of time, it's unproductive. So in order to keep anything moving, you just have to accept things for what they are and just try to take those lessons and learn them.
I have 2 pieces of advice.
Of course, right? Why would we not do two?
The first is you got to believe in yourself, because there are so many opportunities to doubt yourself, for other people to doubt you. If you don't believe in yourself and you don't believe in your vision, you don't believe what you're doing, then there will be no room for success. The second I would say is that there's so many opportunities to get upset. Where you feel oppressed and you feel like beaten down and you feel challenged. And my biggest piece of advice, and maybe this extends to more than just entrepreneurship and more into life, is don't let those times make you resentful. Let them build resilience within you. So
Good one. We just need that one piece of advice.
The biggest thing that I've learned is like, whenever you go into something that needs to be done or there are tasks ahead, there's no one else to do it, so you have to do it by yourself and you have to really do it with your team. Coming from a corporate environment, that was one of the biggest things I hadn't realized. I thought I did, but I really didn't understand the impact of it's us 6, us 8, us 10, and like if we don't do it, it's never gonna get done, so you really gotta
Being self-sufficient,
do it yourself,
being autonomous.
act, yeah.
to sum it all up, we got 9 full-time employees. We're doing really well, and we're gonna keep growing. So keep supporting the company and keep knowing that we're out there fighting for everything, for the dream.
Keep letting us know what we need to do better and what
Oh,
we
yeah.
need to improve on, because
Constructive feedback. Woman.
we have like a thing.
All right, are we done?
How was that? That's a wrap.